It's nice to be in this very special room. Jack and Rose have been dear friends of ours for a long time. And to see this place evolve and grow and into what it is now is just special. And for us to be back here again and celebrate this lovely little room here too is wonderful. Thank you. So Jack started to tell you a story about Anne and how this book, which is just a beautiful book, if I say so myself, how it came to be. Anne has a habit of getting up at 5 or 6 in the morning, which has not been my habit over the years. I'm a musician. I go to bed at that time. But that's it. I've gotten used to the early hours, and they are very special. So it's nice and quiet, and she would just record her thoughts of the day. Maybe nothing would come through, so nothing that day. And it was in a special book, which Anne will tell you about. And then we would have our morning coffee a little later, and sort of, she said, "Want me to read you what I wrote this morning?" I said, "Yeah, of course." And then we would open up a discussion. And so it's one of the lovely things in our relationship is we just like to talk a lot about whatever comes in our minds. But we're both the mystery, which is the title of the book, In Love with the Mystery. It's a mystery. And what do you think about this? And what do you think about that? And even at an advanced age, which I'm definitely approaching, it's still a mystery. And I still have no answers. And I don't even want any answers. It's just a mystery, and enjoy the mystery, and to be a part of it, and to feel it. You think about it, and it's interesting to have your own philosophy about things. But it is a mystery, and it's enough to leave it as a mystery and celebrate the life that we have and being a part of it at this time. So it had, as Jack said, it developed into a book. It never was intended to be a book. And then sister-in-law came along and read it one day and said, "What is this?" And she told me his thoughts of the day as they came through. She said, "Oh, this ought to be a book." So it evolved into this lovely book that can hold in my hands today. It didn't start out that way, though. We can talk about that more later. I would like to, anyway. So, what do you think, Annie? Yeah, I think so.
It's wonderful for me to be here. I've loved Rosie and Jack. Jack, 40 years. I've known him for 40 years. When I was 5 or 6. And Jack has had many incarnations. For those of you who don't know him, he's an extraordinary person, and he's a chiropractor. He ran a record company that got a lot of people who became very famous because of Jack, and that was where Paul and I first met Jack all those years ago. And Paul, I wasn't always married to Paul. He was married to someone else. But I had my eye on him. And I was a patient woman. And 40 years later, I nabbed him. So we thought we'd just read some things and see. I'll just flip through the book. As you were told, they just sort of appeared in my morning times. And I've had these morning times for probably around 40 years now. And it's been a very fulfilling, it's my favorite time of day where everyone is sleeping, usually, except me. And they say in many spiritual traditions that early morning is a very powerful time because you have the dew is coming and the birds are awakening. The whole of nature is supporting you to awaken. And when I heard that, I said, I need all the support I can get. So it's been my sort of ongoing practice to have this time every morning, and it's my favorite time of day, except a few others. I It's a big privilege to be here. So, why don't you start? It has been said that the sun rises on the evildoer as well as upon the virtuous. And just so, develop your own nature to give benevolence to all. It is not ours to judge who is worthy and who is not. We can never know the undercurrents that are working out their alchemy in the heart. You would not discredit a child for being young. So why judge anyone for being at the stage of development they happen to be? Cultivate compassionate discernment in a neutral, kindly heart. The mind clings to what it has learned. It insists that we must first understand something before we can trust enough to move forward. We must be willing to simply let go. We must be willing to take with us only what serves us for our next step. Understanding is but a momentary rung on a ladder. We step from one rung to the other until finally we leave the ladder behind. In this way, we arrive one day at the place of wisdom. We cannot understand creation. It's much, much too mysterious. But the more we love creation, and the more we feel gratitude, awe, and wonder, the more the mystery will reveal herself to us. She will take us into her confidence. She will offer us a key. We begin to intuit her marvels, not through the understanding of the mind alone, but through the knowing of our body and the inspiration of the heart.